In this lesson, we begin one of the most important topics in English grammar, parts of speech. When you understand what job a word is doing, grammar becomes more logical, easier to remember, and far easier to use in real speech and writing. Many learners memorize definitions, but they still feel confused inside real sentences. Parts of speech solve that problem. They help you see how words work together, how meaning is built, and why some sentence patterns sound correct while others sound weak or wrong. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the 8 main parts of speech, understand their jobs, compare confusing word classes, and test yourself with practical examples. Think of parts of speech as the main job categories of English words. Every word in a sentence is doing something. Some words name, some replace, some describe, some show action, and some connect ideas. Here is the first half of the map we will follow in this lesson. These 4 parts of speech appear again and again in everyday English, so learn their jobs clearly. Now look at the remaining 4 parts. These help us add detail, show relationships, join ideas, and express sudden feeling. This visual map helps you see the lesson as one system. Notice that parts of speech are not random labels. They are organized by function. Here is the most important rule before we begin. A word is not classified only by its dictionary meaning. In grammar, its job inside the sentence matters most. A noun names a person, place, thing, or idea. It gives us the central topic of the sentence. Without nouns, communication becomes very difficult because we would have nothing clear to talk about. These are easy noun examples. Notice that a noun may be a person, a place, an object, or even something abstract like happiness or courage. We can also divide nouns into useful subtypes. This helps in later grammar topics like capitalization, articles, and meaning. 2 more noun types are especially useful in school grammar. Abstract nouns name ideas or qualities. Collective nouns name groups seen as one unit. A pronoun replaces a noun. We use pronouns so that we do not repeat the same noun again and again. This makes speech smoother and writing less heavy. In these examples, the pronoun stands in the place of a noun already known or already mentioned. Pronouns appear in several families. For now, it is enough to recognize the most common ones in real sentences. An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. It adds detail. It may tell us what kind, which one, or how many. Watch how adjectives make sentences more meaningful. Without them, the sentence is often correct, but weaker and less vivid. A verb shows action, event, or state of being. In many ways, the verb is the engine of the sentence. It tells us what happens or what is true. Some verbs show physical action, some show mental action, and some simply show a state of being. Later grammar topics often depend on this distinction. The main verb carries the central meaning. The helping verb supports tense, voice, or emphasis. An adverb usually describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It often answers questions like how, when, where, or to what degree. Watch the target carefully. An adverb does not always describe a verb only. Sometimes it modifies an adjective or even another adverb. This is one of the most common areas of confusion. An adjective usually describes a noun. An adverb usually describes a verb, adjective, or another adverb. A preposition shows the relationship of one word to another, especially in terms of place, time, direction, or connection. In these examples, the preposition connects the noun or pronoun to the rest of the sentence by showing place, time, or direction. A conjunction joins words, phrases, clauses, or complete ideas. It helps English flow instead of sounding broken into separate pieces. Some conjunctions join similar items. Others join larger ideas, including full clauses. An interjection expresses sudden feeling or reaction. It is often short, emotional, and sometimes followed by an exclamation mark. These expressions are not the core structure of the sentence. Instead, they add emotional force. Now let us look at parts of speech inside one complete sentence. This is where the whole topic becomes practical and meaningful. Study this sentence slowly. Instead of reading it only for meaning, read it for jobs. Here is an advanced but very important idea. The same word can belong to different parts of speech in different sentences. This is why function matters so much. Notice how the same word changes its role here. Do not memorize the word alone. Memorize the job it is doing. When you are unsure, use a quick method. Ask yourself what is being named in the sentence. Look for people, places, things, or ideas. To identify a pronoun, ask whether the word is standing in place of a noun. Very often, it points back to something already known. This pair confuses many learners, so build a habit. First find the word being described. Then ask what kind of describing is happening. Learners often mix these two because both seem to connect things. But the kind of connection is different. A preposition shows relationship. A conjunction joins units. This mini map brings the lesson back together. It is useful when you revise quickly before a test or before writing practice. A common mistake is to identify a word only from memory without looking at the sentence. Grammar requires context. Another mistake is to confuse adjectives and adverbs because both describe. But the target they describe is different. Some learners think prepositions and conjunctions do the same work. In reality, one shows relationship and the other joins units. Let us test your understanding with quick classification. Say the answer before you check it mentally. Here is one more set. Keep your focus on function, not on memorized labels alone. Use this memory chain whenever you feel confused. Start from meaning, move to function, and then confirm the category. Try this speaking drill aloud. Say one noun, one pronoun, one adjective, and one verb from your own daily life. Which explanation is correct? Choose the option that classifies the highlighted word properly. Parts of speech are not just one chapter to finish and forget. You will meet them again in tenses, subject-verb agreement, sentence transformation, vocabulary building, and writing improvement. Before we close, keep this one clean revision path in mind. It can help you review the full lesson in less than a minute. Today you learned that parts of speech are the main job categories of words in English. Nouns name, pronouns replace, adjectives describe nouns, verbs show action or state, adverbs describe more deeply, prepositions show relationship, conjunctions join, and interjections express feeling. The key idea is simple: always study the function of the word inside the sentence. If you remember only one comparison, remember this. Grammar becomes easier when you stop memorizing words alone and start reading their function. In the next lesson, we will begin nouns in detail, so you can understand number, kinds of nouns, and the role nouns play inside larger sentence patterns.